Hello friends, my name is Tawfiq and you're watching my channel Graphics Den. So in this video, I'm going to show you a crushed soda can mockup in Photoshop. So let's get started. I'm using a crushed soda can because it looks cool, nothing else. So first of all, we need to select the area of the soda can. So I'm using the quick selection tool. You can use any tool that you feel comfortable with. So select this can and now press Ctrl J, and if you are using Mac then Command J to duplicate the selected area like this. Now we need to create a smart object using a shape. So I'm going to create a rectangle. Color doesn't matter, you can choose any color. Now remember, once you create a rectangle, convert it to smart object first, then we are going to do some effects over this smart object, but it is important that you make the smart object first and you then apply the properties. So after that, I'm going to go to edit, transform and warp. I'm going to use warp and I'm going to change the grid to 4x4. Now I will decrease the opacity so that I can see the area behind like this. And just remember, if this particular shape goes beyond the tin or can area, that's okay, but it cannot go inside the tin. That is important. So make it as good as you can or as proper as you can. It doesn't have to be 100% accurate, just do your best like so, because it is important to have these curves to make it more realistic. Otherwise we can do this without the warp option but this will give it a more realistic look. So press enter. Now I'm going to make the opacity to 100 again. Now I'm going to use this design that I have created. You can take any design that you want. Now remember, we have created a smart object, so to go inside the smart object, and one more thing, now this area, as you can see, I will press shift, still it is remaining. So I'm just trying to cover that area. Press right click and create clipping mask. Now double click on the thumbnail of the smart object to go inside the smart object. Now we are inside the smart object. We just need to place this design and make sure that you fit the design properly. So I'm right now pressing and holding shift like this, enter and file, save. So there we have it. This is the design. To make it more realistic, we need to change the blending options. So I will choose multiply, maybe linear burn, so this looks more realistic. So this is how we can create a crushed soda can mockup in Photoshop. So if you want to make it more realistic, and the benefit of creating a smart object that you can use multiple designs inside this smart object. We don't have to create the mockup every time. We just need to replace this image over here inside the smart object. That's why we have created the smart object. Now if you want to make it more realistic, we can use multiple options, like we can go to blending options, right click blending options, or you can simply double click. So like this, we can use these options, blend if. Now if you move this, you can see highlights and shadows, but we want to split this point, then press Alt if you are using PC and Option and left click if you are using Mac, and you can move these points separately. As you can see, highlights, but we don't want too much of the highlights, otherwise it won't look realistic, like so. Again this one, Alt click like this, but it is looking rather realistic. We will do this. So alt click, just a little bit like this, press OK. So as you can see, this is the original blank soda can and this is the mockup that we have just created. And if you want a different design, just replace this image, you will get the result directly. We don't have to create the entire effect again. So this is why we created the smart object. So this is how we can create a crushed soda can mockup in Photoshop, and that too very easily. So that's it for this video. If you find this video useful, please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye and cheers.